Tape Podcast with Brucey, Chuff and Lush.
How are we, gentlemen? It's a Tuesday evening. This is the PCR special. How are we going, gents?
Hey, mate. How you going?
Come on. It's the Euros.
Yep, the eve of the Euros, but very close.
Damon, what am I wearing? Ask me what I'm wearing.
What are you wearing?
I'm wearing an Italy shirt
Yep.
and a Scotland scarf.
What was the first thing I said to you when you walked in?
Never thought I'd see the day.
I didn't. At least they're both blue.
You know,
It's quite interesting.
chances are, look, love the Scots, but they're not that good. So
Yeah.
chances are we won't overlap. So, you know, I'll have a little...
I saw a
soft
joke
spot.
today. What do you call a Scott in the final 16?
What do you call it?
A referee.
I don't
I
like
was going
that
to send it to Lauren, but didn't know if she'd
Yeah.
get it.
one. So how are we, gents?
I'm good. Suns had a game 1 win today.
Yeah, I was going to
They
say.
did have a very good win.
Very good win.
Do you think you
Joker
can
did
win
right.
it all?
Absolutely.
Why not?
Why
yeah,
not?
you know, we have this weird feeling.
I'll tell you what, but Brooklyn, wow.
Yeah.
They're going to be hard
40
to beat.
point
It's gonna be
smashing.
very hard to
And
beat.
hey, James Harden's not even in that fucking team.
Have you seen anything cooler than Devin Booker rocking up in that Cadillac?
How sweet.
Did you see that?
I didn't know.
Look it up if you're at home.
We'll look it
Yeah.
up.
And it's a
Gangster.
like gangster
Yeah.
Cadillac, gold rims.
Gold
Are we talking
grill.
about old school
Oh,
like,
yeah.
lowrider?
Coupe de Ville, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Cadillac Coupe
I think
de
he's got a
Ville.
few of them as well.
Oh,
So
I'm sure he's got access to whatever the fuck
Car-
he wants.
Is he a car
Yeah.
collector?
I
Must be.
Don't know.
because we're focusing on the Euros and the basketball because footy
Sucks.
sucks.
Sucks for you guys, and I don't know what it is for us right now, but it's quite strange.
It's the for you guys. Look, you're going to make finals. You're 2 wins out of in the 8. But how did you lose? How did Carlton lose to a waffle side?
We're gonna address this nice and early because this is the Perth Corporate Rumble special. We've got in the second half of the show Nigel and Glenn joining us from
Can't
PCR
wait to talk
Anarchy
to
training
them.
session. But we have to address this first because how the fuck did you lose that game? And
Chop, before he answers that, what were your thoughts before the game?
if we lost by 5 goals, I thought that was a good performance.
So that gives you a measure. And Chop's an optimistic Eagle supporter.
Yeah, I'm not narrow-minded.
Like, you know, other mates of ours would have said 10-goal loss, whatever. But he's
They're not gonna lose by
he's a
10
little bit
goals.
more balanced. So he thought they'd lose by 5 goals. Damon, what the fuck happened?
Yeah. Here we go.
I said to you guys that anything less than, I think, 4 goals maybe I
Yeah,
said
you
was
did.
going
You
to be a
did.
lot.
You said 4 goals. Yeah.
There, over the last 20 years, really, I'd never go into a game very confident, ever. Like, it's just not in my nature with Carlton. I didn't even entertain the thought of losing on the weekend.
Neither.
I was like, you know what? We're bad, but we're not that bad. Like, this is it. Like, we've got the crop. We have to turn it around, and this is a game to do it. If you're going to maybe bury a team, you do it this week. If not, you just get a good win, get the train rolling again. Oh, my Lord.
Yep.
At no point did I think we were going to win that game.
I don't know what it was. Whether it was Flying Ryan kicking the first of the game and just...
I think Jack Darling kicked the first, didn't he?
Was it Darling or Ryan?
Anyway, you guys kicked the first 4.
Anyway, no, yeah.
3 or 4.
It was first 3 we kicked. It was just like, geez, we're fucking... Something's up here. Because they looked like they were actually going to put in effort. And the young guys came up, they rocked up, you know, they all put in 110%. That's all you
it's
can
funny when
ask.
that happens. Like I always say, like if the Eagles play that team for the rest of the year, they probably won't make finals because eventually teams will find them out. Like what you can do is with a young team, get a reaction in 1 week and say, guys, we need to all play above ourselves.
And you know what? Those
And they
guys,
step up.
all those guys know they're only there because of injuries,
Yep.
and they're not fighting for a
And they're gonna
spot.
take their
And they're the
chance.
ones that have got nothing to lose, and that's what they do. And now
But Carlton let them get into the game. Because if Carlton came out and asserted their will,
at no point will he ever in control.
yeah.
No point.
Okay.
Carlton has this ability to get
You
worse
did have 7 scoring shots to 3.
as a club.
You know what, Adam? That is a fantastic segue, and you know what? That's very rare on this show. A good segue. We just got one.
I think I do great ones every week.
Yep, and you're delusional,
You
buddy.
son of a bitch.
I came up with a little algorithm, if you will. Okay.
Can we seriously use the GIF of hangover guy.
That's what I did.
When he's at the poker
Zach
tables. When
Galifianakis.
he's at the blackjack tables.
I was going to suggest the gif of the. I've got the movie. I think Russell Crowe's in it, and he's drawing like on the chalkboard. Like
a beautiful mind.
That's
Beautiful
it.
mind.
I've been known to have a beautiful mind.
You are a
The other
beautiful
one's
soul.
open if you want.
Nah, this one's better.
Okay, the last 10 years I went through ladder positions.
10 years.
Okay, since 2010.
What made you do this?
Because I knew Carlton have been bad over the last 10 years, right?
Yeah, we just wanted to get some facts.
But I was just like, am I just being over, you know, because we've had a couple finals appearances and stuff, and like, are we the worst team? And I thought, how can I sort of work it out evenly or whatever? So what I did, based on your ladder position, you got a point. So if you finish top of the ladder, you got 1 point. Bottom of the ladder,
20 points.
18 points.
18,
Or
sorry.
16 a couple of years ago. 17 or whatever.
So it's like golf. The lower the
The
score,
lower
the
you
better.
score, the better. But then, win a grand final, minus 5 points.
Yeah.
Okay? Lose a grand final, minus 3 points. Make it to the prelim, you get minus 2 points. Make it to the finals, minus 1 point. But so if you win the flag, you don't get minus 5, minus 2, minus 1, you get minus 5.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay? But win the wooden spoon, plus 3 points.
Oof.
All right?
Let's do it.
Where did you get this from?
I just came up with it.
He's a
I just
genius.
came up with
You
it.
just
I
came up with
literally just came up with
He's
it
a
because I thought,
mother genius.
genius. I thought, that's a pretty good
Whoa.
algorithm
I
as
like
well.
it.
It's not
I've
bad.
got a feeling Fox Footy's going to steal that.
Someone might. So
Kingy.
at me, yeah. Before I start, who do you think has been the best performing team based on that maths over the last 10 years? Who do you think would be on
Geelong or Hawthorn?
As Geelong, Sydney, or Hawthorn.
Yeah.
the top three? Geelong,
Yeah.
23 points.
I said Geelong.
23 points. Now, at the moment, you don't have anything to scale that, so you'll see how little that is.
Yeah.
Second, Hawthorn, 38 points.
Wow. That's a big gap.
Yeah,
Geelong has played finals every year as well.
bar one.
Yeah.
And they finished 10th.
Bar one.
Yeah. Yep, bar
Did
one.
you go back to 10 years or to 2000?
2010, including 2010 season,
yeah.
and then including 2012, 20 season.
Yeah,
so not
that's
including this
fine.
year, all right?
Yeah.
So then you get Sydney, 51 points. Collingwood, 59 points. Richmond, 63. West Coast, 65. GWS, 92. Obviously, they've got 2 less seasons than some teams.
Yeah, but that.
But still, it's very
That's
impressive
fucking great.
considering how shit they were. Port, 92. Fremantle, 93. Adelaide, 98. Western Bulldogs, 101. North Melbourne, 107.
Wow.
St Kilda, 121. Essendon, 124. Melbourne, 137. Brisbane, 139. Carlton, 141. And then Gold Coast, 157. But to me, Gold Coast
Gold
doesn't
Coast
count.
is irrelevant.
Completely
You're the
irrelevant.
bottom.
We are officially, statistically, spiritually, emotionally, the worst team of the last
I heard a
decade.
croak in that voice.
Well, I almost cried there. But then my point is of that as well, the last 3, excluding Gold Coast, okay? Melbourne, Brisbane, Carlton. Last 3 season finishes, Melbourne, 5th, 17th, 9th.
Yeah.
Currently, 1st.
Yeah.
Progress.
Improving.
Brisbane, last 3 seasons, 15th, 2nd, currently 4th.
Yeah.
Wow.
Carlton, last 3 seasons, 18th, 16th, 11th, currently 14th.
This is astronomically bad.
He's from the
I do
papers.
not need to hear
There's a lot of-
anything else. And look, Carlton's been over the airwaves. Every show, they've been going after Carlton. Finally,
I listened to what you sent me. The fans calling it
Oh,
after
yeah.
the game.
Well, was it good?
I'll share it.
Could-
It's so
no,
funny.
can you play it through the mic?
Oh, it goes a bit
Too-
long.
too
It's
long.
about 10 minutes.
That's all right. Just pick some of the
No,
photos.
that's all right. That's all right.
We'll share
we'll
it.
put it out there.
It's
but
funny.
it's, for me, I think that, you did all those numbers and everything like that. And AFL is designed for every team to be at the top.
Circles.
Right? It's a...
Cycles,
Yeah.
cycles.
Yeah.
Well, even on that, Hawthorn are second, currently 17th.
Yeah.
All right, they're in their lull.
We just got to
You're
have
in your
the
dip,
lull.
you're in your dip, you come back
That's
up.
why, you're okay with it because you've had your period of success.
You have a
Went
look at a
longer
lot of
than
those
what
teams.
most clubs had.
A lot of those teams were kind of 80 to 120. Like, there's this very similar sort of thing. Geelong are far and away above.
Look,
so
Geelong
they're 23, and then you got
Geelong
Carlton
have
at
broken the norm.
Yeah.
right?
They definitely have.
Most teams, and look, to be honest, we don't want to get into Geelong, but it helps when you get a lot of father sons that you get for nothing. Back in the day when they were nothing, now they cost something. well, cost something, but not a lot. And also when you get Dangerfield at the time was a top 3 player in the comp for below market rates. But that's Geelong. But with Carlton, I think I said a couple of weeks ago, I actually don't see... I think you've become an irrelevant club.
Yep.
Right? So that's saying something because teams that are classified as an irrelevant club, I would say like your Freos, your Bulldogs,
Kangas.
your Saints, your
Bulldog,
Kangas.
hang on. Bulldogs won a flag a couple of years ago.
They're
2 flags in 100 years.
Yeah, but okay.
No. Chop.
Clubs.
Clubs.
Oh.
I didn't say team. I didn't say they're irrelevant now. I'm saying clubs, right? The Bulldogs' maximum membership base could maybe get 40,000. 50 if they're lucky. I don't know what it is now.
Carlton has record members this year. But loophole in that, and I call bullshit on this, because of last year's COVID thing, if you had a membership rather than refunding it, this year they gave you could nominate a membership to someone else for free.
Oh,
So I reckon they're counting.
Inflated numbers.
So they're counting that.
The Hawks didn't do that.
They count. So I would signed Hannah up so that way you get a choice of like a scarf, a beanie, or a hat. I was like, I'll get the hat and the beanie. Yeah. Beautiful. So I just put Hannah's name, but I reckon they're doing that to inflate the numbers because there's no way people.
All that matters is their
be
bottom
breaking-
line at the end of the day.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
you'd be able to.
But like you're becoming an irrelevant club. Like one day you have a powerful supporter base. You're in the heart of Melbourne, it's Carlton.
Traditionally, we're one of the big 3.
You should be a big 4. You're a big 4 club.
Yeah.
But you fucked it. You completely fucked it.
It all started from that salary cap breach.
Yeah, that was
and
the
they've
start,
Never,
Chop.
ever
But-
recovered.
But you recover. People,
You should
clubs
recover.
You've
Manchester
never.
United recovered from losing the whole
Hawthorn
team.
was on the
in
brink
fucking-
of merger in 96. Almost went bankrupt. Like, it was going to merge into Melbourne. Fucking 12 years later, they won a flag and started a dynasty, right? You can come out of these things. You're meant to. That's what you're meant to do, right? But you've got no signs of that.
Nothing.
Now,
That's
don't
what I
get me
mean.
wrong.
That's why out of all this, the most damning stat
you-
is that Melbourne and Brisbane.
You get the right coach next year, make the fucking move. Ross Lyon, I'm calling it. Ross Lyon, you get him in, I could see your fortunes changing dramatically.
They have to. We have currently an All-Australian backman. He's an All-Australian for Wiedering. He could, he's that good.
I'll give you that.
The Coleman leader at the front. You got Gibbs. Cripps. You got, I can't remember these cunts'
Welsh.
names anymore. You got Welsh. You know what I mean? Like,
You got a nucleus there.
there's no excuse.
You're in real danger, though. Let's be honest. Harry Mackay is getting hunted by 4 other clubs
for big money.
for big money. That if you pay Cripps, you're probably not going to have because you're paying someone like a Williams $800,000 a year.
And McGovern still. We got to get rid of that.
That is an absolute toilet of a trade that you guys did for that.
Even on the weekend, right? Like, the first week they don't play Casbolt. We lose Harry Mackay in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, but you know what? That's
He wouldn't have helped.
just a cop out.
But
I'm glad no one's giving Carlton an out for that.
Oh, no. I'm not saying that's an out. I'm saying the one week, that's our fortune. The 1 week we don't have Casbolt, who can then go and pitch in the right, leave DeConning forward, or, have another big man.
You had 2 big guys down there all day, and Barras fucking
The week
towered
before
them
we were
up.
too big. Then we go this week, we lose a big
but
guy. You know
that's
what I mean? We're just...
Teague, he's not a
That's
good
what I mean.
coach.
There's still... The thing that shits me the most is Stocker still at back pocket.
Makes no sense. So you recruited a guy who's meant to be an inside midfielder, and he's been on your list 3 years.
Yeah.
We traded up for him.
3 years.
First ever late live trade.
Right. So he's been on
the
your list
draft.
3 years. He was killing it in the VFL. Where was he killing it?
38 touches
In the fucking
Nah,
30
midfield.
I think that game is off half back, they were saying.
38
That's
touches.
when I picked him up in fantasy. That's what I read.
All right. Whatever.
38 touches in the VFL, and then you're putting him on Liam Ryan.
The Eagles' most dangerous forward.
You had him on Jake Stringer a few weeks ago.
Wasn't Newman was on him for a bit as well during that game?
Newman can go and get fucked after that kick into across the goal.
That was
Straight
so
into Gav.
funny.
If any piece of play summed up Carlton as a club,
That.
it's that play.
Our decade.
Find
was
a
that play.
way to get worse.
And we did.
So, look, right off this season,
Yeah.
it's gone. You should
How
probably
many?
change.
How many more? If they don't gut that entire coaching staff,
I think they will.
Barker went today.
yeah, if they've just got to
So-
cut everyone, what's the point? Ross, get
Forget
some
just the fucking coaching staff.
match
the board?
committee, everything.
Well, the president's gone.
Right, they
Or
got rid of their
douchebag.
list manager last year because he resigned because he realised he couldn't make decisions without 10 other fucking people putting their 2 cents in.
Was that Savani?
Yeah.
Is that why he resigned?
Well, because he
He didn't want to
wasn't-
sign Eddie Betts.
When you engage someone as a list manager, someone said this to me tonight at a work event. Let people good at what they do what they do. What's the point of hiring someone, Chop, and then overseeing everything, every single thing they're doing,
And then disagreeing with or changing
micromanaging
it.
everything, or also being Teague and going, no, I want Eddie Betts. What, Eddie Betts? I'm sorry, you said he was your best small forward, but he shouldn't have been recruited to Carlton. That was just a little gift.
At the moment, I'd give him another contract.
Yeah, but it's not. What was he? Panacea? No,
Mate, I think he thought we were going to be in contention.
with a fucking rookie coach, straight off the bat.
He's
When have you
getting
ever
retirement fund? That's what he's
can you
going
think
back
off the top
for.
of your head when a rookie coach has come in, other than Chris
Don
Scott,
Pike.
Don Pike, Chris Scott, when
Sean
he came,
McVay.
but when they came in and took, but what was the common sort of
You could
denominator with
almost
those
say-
teams? They all played finals or won premierships. Carlton hadn't done that, so what do we think Teague was going to fucking
You
turn
can
him around?
also say Adam Simpson as well. We finished,
Yeah.
I think in his first year, we finished last.
And then the next
And
year,
then
No,
next
but
year we
like,
played finals.
The
Yeah.
Eagles was a finals team when he came.
top 4 the next
No,
year.
no. He
wooden spoon.
wooden
2000
spoon.
2011, you made a prelim,
Yeah.
right? So I'm not saying that recent finals. I'm not
Okay,
saying every
yeah,
year.
cool.
Recent
Alright,
finals.
I've got all of
But
them there,
like-
actually, where they finished the last 10 years. If you want to have a look, it's all written on
That
there.
made me sick.
So look, Teague, could he be sacked before the end of the year?
Has to be.
Yeah, it should be.
But
Or no, would you give him the end of the season?
Kind of to then avoid that stupid fairy tale where
Interim.
we win the last 3 or 4 games, or something ridiculous.
that is what kills you guys. Is they'll get some interim guy
I-
who gets the boys up and about, and then they hire him, and he's dog shit.
I remember saying at the time when there was 3 interim, there was Reece Shaw, David Teague, and who was the other one? Because there was 3 coaches sacked middle of the year. Fuck, he's still there.
3 coaches sacked.
This was in 2019. Teague,
Fagan, no.
Shaw. Reece Shaw went to North Melbourne. He took over from Brad Scott.
Mm-hmm.
And there was one other. It'll come to us. We'll wait. But there was 3 coaches. At the time, I think the stats would come out. The track record of success of an interim
Longmuir?
coach. No, it wasn't Longmuir. A track record of success for an interim coach, Brett Ratton. Right? So
He didn't get sacked.
it
He
was
got
like
hired.
it was like astronomically low. Like these coaches don't work out long
Yeah,
term.
no. Yeah.
Appointing an interim coach and then appointing him head coach doesn't work out.
No, you need, I agree with you, like, see out the season.
You need to go through a process.
and then go wipe it clean, like everyone, top to bottom, just gone.
You interview the candidates. You go
Through the process.
rounds of
Yep.
interviews and interviews. You get the right one, and then you appoint that coach based on merit, not because a team had a little fucking pick me up.
And our
Halfway
captain
through
stood
the
up and went, "We're all behind him.
We're behind the
Get on the
T train."
T train."
Fucking idiot.
You made a good point. The Amazon special, the way he's like talking to Eddie Betts.
Yeah, I thought that was dog shit. The guy played with Eddie Betts. Eddie Betts is still playing, probably around about the same age, and he was talking to him like he was 40 years older than him. It was like,
I've
come on, mate. You-
I say this almost every week
Tell him to
about
fuck
him.
off.
His mannerisms and his body language, Teague.
He's no coach.
He just doesn't look phased in the coaching box at all. And on the weekend, he came down the bench and he's sitting there cross-legged with his clipboard. You're down by 3 goals or whatever in the last quarter.
Yeah.
Stand up, scream at someone, fucking show some. He just doesn't look interested at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have lost every game between 16 and 26 points, maybe 28 points or something. And I went back
What
and
did we win on
looked.
the weekend by? It's like 28.
I think that was 26 or something like that.
Yeah.
But then I went back and looked. We're within 2 goals in the third quarter of every game.
Here's the thing.
But
We're in the lead with a
Eagles-
few of those games
that's
at
why
some point in the third quarter.
If you appoint a coach, you could change quickly.
Yeah.
A good coach.
It's
But also,
making those game day
It could be
decisions.
fool's gold. Oh, we're competitive with there. We're not so far away. We're going to top up with a little bit thing. We're going to keep Teague in place and just put the right people around. No.
No. I'm not saying. I'm saying we're close in the third quarter. Why can't we then flip it? What? It's the coaching. It's just.
The thing you had on your side as well on the weekend, which if you're getting, Eagles have only won 3 out of 11 last quarters. We're the worst
and
last
you
quarter
haven't
team
won in Sydney since 2000.
in 20 years.
1999.
1999.
22 years. There you go.
Yeah, it was going to take someone other than Sydney that we played in Sydney No, SCG at the SCG
That's right.
to beat someone, but
No, it's gonna take
it was
Carlton,
it
not
was
someone
only
else.
what was it? It was only 8 points, not even at the start of the three quarter time.
It was close.
It was close, so I was like, well, we're fucked. We're probably gonna get overrun here
That's what I was
because
thinking.
that was happened all
we
game.
got overrun.
You didn't even get in.
I don't just like.
You weren't even in the run.
I just even the players we brought in, like I don't know, just doesn't.
All right, well-
Sard and Williams gave them a lot of money, and they're the same player.
Yeah, don't want to do any defensive work whatsoever, but
We're going to do a special Carlton podcast.
we are.
Yeah.
We are. So, Russo,
dog shit.
I know you've been waiting to talk about this. Give us a little bit of a brief because we've got a big show tonight. We got Italy. We got Scotland scarf. We've also got Spain in isolation, the entire team.
Yeah, it's all right. We don't need
What
them.
the fuck is going on there? But anyway, Brucey, go.
Yeah, so it's Euro 2020 and 21. Like that. Top goal scorer, Romelu Lukaku. Look, let's be honest. Belgium are going to go far in this tournament. The golden generation. They're my pick in the final.
Yep.
Belgium to play France in the final.
Ooh,
Right? Pretty fucking good final, I'd say.
that's a good final. Are they in the groups? I know Portugal's in the group of death with.
Look, the way it could work out anything. So I'm not even gonna. I didn't even look at the bracket. But Belgium, France, brackets. Dark horse for me is
England.
no, they're not dark.
Some of them.
Nah, look, I think Italy is a dark horse. I'm not just saying that. I think we are. I think we're at the bottom. Like, so there's the top 6 teams. We're not in that. I think there. I reckon we can make a semi.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest disappointment is going to be Germany. They're not going to get out of the group stage.
I was talking to someone
Again, that would be the
today.
second tournament in a row.
They still don't have that out and out striker, do they?
They got to play France first up.
Oh, so they're in the group of death for Portugal.
Portugal.
Portugal's front three is
So
ridiculous.
The way it works out, you can qualify as third, but you have to be one of the best
Third
third place teams. If they don't get at least 1 point out of those 2 games,
They're fucked.
they won't be that.
Yeah.
So, look, it's a big tournament. I've already went through the schedule and ticked the games I will be getting up for and staying up for and all that stuff. Just to go on through to make sure, try not to overlap too many. So I can't do a triple header in one night. That's impossible. I've got to function next day.
What time are the games for the viewers?
Got
listeners?
9 p.m., midnight, 3 a.m.
Oh,
I advise all listeners, if you're going to make a thing, if you pick the 9 p.m., you can't stay up for the midnight, right? Or you can, you just can't go to the 3 a.m.
Yeah, you
No,
can either
you
have
can't.
9 and 12, 9 and 3,
Right.
or 12 and
So
3.
the way
Okay.
you can do it,
how's this? This is the odds right now, gentlemen. France, $5.50 are the favourites.
yeah,
England at $6 are second favourites.
way over.
That is such overs.
overrated
considering
team.
Bale didn't really have a great season.
Bale's
He's
not
from
in.
Wales, so... Next.
Sorry,
Kane. Are you going to say Kane? Don't say Kane.
Kane.
Kane had the most goals and assists like in history.
Did
He
he?
won the Golden Boot and the Playmaker Award.
I don't
Most
thi- yeah.
assists and most goals. So
Okay.
moving on.
Oh,
No,
no, Jesse,
no.
with Jesse Lingard is
I
not in
agree
that
with
fucking
Chop that they're a
team.
little bit overrated. Their forward line
very
is
overrated.
They're just very high because
mid-
with the league we see a lot and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that's
We-
right.
Do you know what this says? Since Optus got fucking, since they got the English Premier League, you just don't watch as much of it anymore.
Why?
Because it's
That's
fucking
the
just hard. Foxtel had the best setup for the Premier League.
Hard.
It's
on your
wicked.
TV now.
Just every
It's
fucking
legitimately
game.
easier than ever before.
All right, I'll continue. Belgium, third favourites, $7. Germany. Germany at fourth at $8, followed by Spain at fifth with $8 as well. So Germany, Spain tied up there. Italy $8.50. That is fucking some great money for Italy there.
That's Catalana money.
Portugal
he's
not
brought
Portugal $9.50. Netherlands $12, Denmark $23, and then you're getting into some real
See,
shit
for me,
mixes
Portugal's.
See, you say shit mixers, but a few years ago when Greece won at my dad's mate,
there. 501 though.
$10.
Is he
on-
correct?
Yeah, that's why he put $10 on them at 1,001 to 1 at the start. of the
Where's it been
tournament.
played?
Across Europe.
Oh, is it?
It's eight cities or 9 or 10 cities.
Fucking hell, how's that going to work with
Different
fucking
countries?
Corona?
Well, obviously the fans won't be able to really travel, but they've opened up a bit in Europe.
Do you reckon
Yeah.
it's going to go through smooth?
No, it's already not. We've already got a whole fucking team in isolation.
Spain's in isolation because of
Busquets got it.
The
So the
biscuit.
entire team. So
no.
Fornals, who plays for West Ham, is training by himself because he's been called up to the squad and he can't train with the squad.
That's so dumb.
How fucking funny is that?
I think what they'll do is they'll obviously Busquets is in isolation because he tested positive or because he was a close contact or something.
No,
positive.
positive.
So he's tested positive.
Yeah.
All right. So they're going to test every single player and keep them in isolation. This is going to fuck up Spain's tournament.
Oh, no.
Oh, I'm so disappointed.
Fuck 'em.
It's all right. We've won plenty. So I'm a bit like Russo right now with Hawthorn, Fuck it,
Yeah, that's
We're just
right.
here to participate.
That's it. So I think there will be some, positive tests, but they'll have a workarounds. So they'll.
Haven't they been vaccinated? Wouldn't you think those players would be vaccinated by now?
Okay, sorry to change the subject, but speaking of vaccinated, that golfer on the weekend.
Oh.
6 shots clear.
Yeah.
5 minutes to go.
Ham.
Not John Ham, but something. Is it John Ham?
I'm pretty sure it is.
John Haim or
Haim,
something like
yeah.
that. And then officials came out and said that he'd tested positive and he had to withdraw from the competition.
And he was 5 shots clear.
6 shots clear.
With how many holes?
I think
Couple
I
left.
don't know if I'm just saying. I think they're on the 18th hole.
Oh fuck!
$2 million prize money he missed out on.
Yeah. Had
6
to-
shots clear.
And you know what? He had tested positive at a tournament previously and had to pull out for the same thing. So he got it again.
But this time was 6 shots clear.
Why hasn't he been vaccinated?
I don't know.
Dumbasses, maybe.
You got to understand these people. I don't just get vaccinated.
So I just booked in 23rd of June.
Nice.
Getting a jab.
I'm not against or not for it, but like I'm not in a hurry to get it. Like,
Don't lie.
I'll just when it comes around to getting, I'll grab it. I'm not going to wait in line.
No, you just book an appointment. You walk in, here we go, bang, jab, out you go.
Yeah, you got to go back in 6 weeks though.
Yeah, when I need it, I'll
12
get
weeks.
it,
I think. Is it 12?
I think it's 3 months, yeah.
Yeah. But
So-
look, everyone get vaccinated. Don't be
Peace,
silly.
come on. We need to get this shit going. We can't turn into another Victoria where they're in lockdown again.
Nah.
Sort your shit out. All right, boys. So we'll quickly jump into a few other things, but it's all over. We're going to be talking about Euros the next couple of weeks. We're going to get down to some slippery, saucy end of the competition. We'll definitely probably sit together and watch a game. Might do a live recording for the final. We don't know. We'll just play by ear, but we'll keep you tuned. So coming up on the show, we do have a very, very special guest joining us. It's Mark the Beast De Silva or Silva?
Say Mark
Committee.
Silver.
Mark Silva, a.k.a. Mark Cometti, joining us. We'll be announcing that on next week's episode, that the time and day that he'll be jumping on the show. But guys, a few questions for you. Now, we did the action movie bracket last week, and that got a lot of people talking. I had a lot of people coming to me up at the gym going, Point Break, could not agree more.
Yeah.
What?
I was surprised. I had Glenn come up to me and go, mate, spot on.
Yeah, but Glenn
Spot
is
on.
Point Break.
No, sorry. Correction, Nigel. Nigel came up
He's
to me.
also Point Break.
Point Break, yeah. But phenomenal choice. A lot of people then disagreed and said Terminator.
I just
Up
don't
there.
know how
I could do it
Point
on the
Break
story.
could win the action movie bracket of all
Action,
movies.
because it is,
Tune
man.
in and
There's-
find out how it won, Adam.
Tune in. Last week's episode if you want to check out how it got there.
I saw
But
something before. It said the box office movie that was number 1 on your 10th birthday is how the rest of 2021 will turn out for you.
Go.
Just out of curiosity, I looked up what ours were. Both of yours, same, because you're only a week apart. It was the same movie. It was Titanic. So the rest of your
Fuck off.
2021 is going to be sinking.
so I'm going to be Jack and Rose.
And mine was Kiss the Girls.
That doesn't make any sense.
Which I won't be
Makes no
doing
sense.
because I'm married.
Do you know, just on that, because Kate Winslet's in a show that I just finished watching, which
we'll
is
talk
Mayor
about
of Easttown. Fucking great show.
Yeah, we've already watched it.
I watched it.
Told you to watch it on air last week.
Yeah, finished it last night with Jessica. We strongly recommend. Fantastic show. She's a fucking incredible in that show.
Very
Yeah.
good.
My
Really
missus
good.
could
Mayor
not
of
stop
Easttown, it's on-
commenting on her hair.
Yeah, she just is like
Yeah,
a bum.
the regrowth.
Yeah.
How many
She's
beers?
like, Lauren's like, I can't
Can't
look
watch
at
it. How many beers did she sing?
Yeah,
Oh,
beers
every
and the
episode.
vape.
Yeah. Anyway, watch it, guys. It's on binge. We'd love to hear your feedback on it. We got our show coming out very soon, guys. Yellowstone season 4. It is coming. It's back. It's back in a big way. And on that, they're talking rumors going around. Entourage is coming back.
Yeah, I saw that reboot.
Reboot, HBO TV series, not another
How do you
shit
feel about
movie.
that, Damon? You're
just not gonna be able to do-
notorious against like
Reboots.
And why I brought that up, just before Damon answers that, because it's going to lead into the question anyway, was what is the most rewatchable movie or series of all time?
Oof.
Fuck, it could be Entourage.
I tell you what, I've watched that numerous times.
I don't think you can put sitcoms in there because they're just you can watch them anytime. Like
Yeah.
you can put Office, Seinfeld,
Alright,
like
okay.
that sort of
We're
stuff.
talking
That's
drama.
I reckon more like that
Yeah.
sort of like
Okay, so I'm going to list my top 3 series.
to rewatchable
To
though, not
rewatch.
just yeah.
Sopranos,
Yes.
Breaking Bad.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Entourage.
This is my thing.
No,
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Not really.
That's a drama series.
But it's
20
more
minute
like
episodes.
Drama
It's
series.
more like a series where every episode it continues.
Hardly
and
drama.
stuff.
It's a comedy.
There's literally a character called Drama.
Yeah, but
Adam.
it's a comedy drama.
Yeah.
Yeah, drama.
Dramedy.
My thing, now, you guys probably tune me out for this, but I reckon Breaking Bad, watched it, one of the most phenomenal TV shows of all
Watched it
time.
3 or 4 times.
I have not watched it again.
Well,
I've
then-
watched it a couple times.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it's really good.
It is. I just haven't watched it again, but I might have to go back and start watching it again. Sopranos, 100% agreed upon. It's just one of those things where not a shitload happens in every episode, but it is just good acting, good show. Throwing this one out there, I don't know if you guys have watched it. Band of Brothers.
No, it's not.
I have watched that numerous
It's not
times.
on the most rewatchable.
But if
This
I
is
love
like
war.
Freckles.
No, fuck off, fuck off. Steven Spielberg, Tom Hanks, they're doing another series about it. It's phenomenal. It's like watching Saving Private Ryan, but 10 hours of
I
it.
can't remember Saving Private Ryan.
It's
like
you're
I've
fucked.
seen it, but I saw it probably when it came out.
Absolutely
but I
fucked.
can't remember it.
It is
I'm
one
not
of
big
the
on
best.
war. I'm not big on war movies.
Nah, I love it. I love that
and I
shit.
remember there
World
being
War
heaps
II
of
movies.
guts and like
For a movie,
You're a
though,
little bitch.
I reckon top 3
rewatch.
Wall Street.
Mm.
Right? Because are we ruling out comedies and movies?
No, most rewatchable movie or
Yeah,
series
rule
of
out
all time?
comedies. I'd
Wolf
say,
of
because
Wall Street,
It's just a bit long.
Goodfellas.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've watched that so many
Yeah,
fucking
Goodfellas.
times.
What's the other one?
Inglorious Bastards for me. It's only because I just
Yeah, you love that.
I love that movie.
But in terms of watchable movies as well,
Rewatchable.
rewatchable,
War
I would
Dogs?
say no.
Only because when it was on Foxtel, I remember when we lived in Carrinup, we watched that movie 100 times.
Nah.
Is The Hangover a comedy or a drama?
Comedy.
Don't get sassy.
I
Do you know what
would
movie I watched a lot? Hancock, because when I had
Really?
my when I had,
fucking
do you know,
Hancock.
do you know what? When I had my knee recon,
It was the one stuck in the DVD player.
my mum went out and it was with the DVD. Like she was at work, and I just watched
Hancock.
And I like watched a bit of like Ready Steady Cook or whatever's on TV. I was like, fuck, let's watch Hancock again. I watched about 4
Jesus.
times in a day.
Fucking hell.
Would you say like all in one hit, like an Indiana Jones series?
Oh, I could do it. Don't have to. I can't do it now. I don't have the time, but I could do it.
I've
Yeah.
never seen Indiana Jones.
Oh,
Raiders
fuck,
of the
you
Lost
make me
Ark
sick. Raiders,
still
yes.
stacks up.
Sean Connery.
One of the best movies.
No, sure, that's the last one.
Yeah, Raiders of the Lost Ark does. I don't think it has Sean Connery.
Temple of Doom.
Temple of Doom is number 2.
Last Kingdom is
Last Crusade.
Phantom Menace.
Last Crusade. Indiana Jones and Last Crusade is wicked with Sean Connery. It's about Nazis.
But they are legitimately great movies,
Mm.
and they always will be. We mentioned a few last week. Terminator. I reckon you can keep watching them. The Rocky movies.
Yes.
Keep watching
Yes.
them.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm obviously
All right.
I love Godfather and all that.
I'm gonna narrow it down for you guys.
Bad
you gotta,
Boys.
You got to pick one movie, one TV series. Damon, go.
Can I be a comedy? No.
Anything.
Step
One-
Brothers. And Parks and Recs.
Ooh, okay.
No.
So are we including
Office.
sitcoms in this now?
I don't know. I lost it.
Oh, how about the better question is, if you had to watch one movie and one TV series for the rest of your life, would those two be the same?
Or only one forever.
Yep.
No, I'd go to Inglorious Bastards because that's more twisted little movies within the movie almost. Like there's a lot of different.
Yeah.
And oh fuck, Curb maybe no Office.
Oh,
Office.
fuck, you took mine.
If I had to watch one
Yeah,
TV series,
Simpsons because it's 30
No,
fucking
it's
seasons.
either Seinfeld or Sopranos, but
So you want something where it's got a lot of seasons?
yeah, but like,
No, it's
but also,
really.
but also like Sopranos it takes time to get through it. Like it's
That's
a
what I
story.
mean.
So I reckon
A lot of
Sopranos
seasons.
and movie. I think I'd probably go with Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
I'm going to probably then say because you took my office.
Grey's Anatomy and how Stella got her groove back.
What's the one with Alicia Silverstone?
Clueless.
Clueless. I'll probably say Entourage because I could sit there and just have that in the
Yeah,
background.
Entourage is very close for me as well.
Just all day, every day.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
I don't know how they're going to bring it back because you can't do the shit they did. Like have actors just be that arsehole of women, just like womenize.
Yeah, I know.
It's
They
just
might,
frowned
that's
upon.
what I'm scared of now with a lot of
How are they
Hollywood
gonna do
stuff
it?
is that they make it all PC.
I don't like it.
Well, you just look at that mayor of Easttown. Like, I actually said to Jess, yeah, we've got, like, obviously, we've got no bias here. Gay, lesbian, bisexual.
But they just had to truck in the, like...
And the Down syndrome kid out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's like just all-inclusive.
Oh, that's cool. Like, whatever. And she was
What
very
the
good
gay
in it.
lesbian part?
No, the daughter,
The daughter
was
was
Daughter,
lesbian.
that's it.
androgynous.
The
whatever
Down
the word
syndrome,
is.
she was a very good actor.
Yeah, she fucking nailed it. That's what
Very
the hammer.
good.
Tell you what, if you watch the TV show Holston on Netflix.
Holston.
Oh, I've heard of this.
is
Just
he,
watch it.
Is he like a cowboy? No.
Fashion designer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just watch it, Damon.
No, thank you.
Just do it, please.
No, my
Just-
sister-in-law always watches that fucking RuPaul's Drag Race. Every time.
Are you guys going to watch that show?
No.
What? Holston?
It's a gay orgy.
No, thank you.
No. It's just, are we going too politically
Yes,
correct?
100%.
Yeah.
But what's happened is it's going to swing too far the other way for a little bit, which we're currently in the middle of, and then it'll swing back and it'll balance out a little
Not
bit.
that I had any objections to anything that happened in that show or that. I just like, you just never,
Like-
I didn't really know. I was just like, okay, that's cool. Just chucking stuff like that
Like
in.
for me, it's more about obviously people are a lot more sensitive now.
Mm.
Everyone wants to be included.
Yeah, but it's woke. Stay woke, right? Because you just even if it doesn't affect you, you get offended by it.
Yeah, but do people really, or is it just there?
They
But
do.
I
People
The
do.
think-
minority
I
are making
think-
the loudest
I
noise.
still think, from a comedic perspective, you have to take liberties and like have the license to go.
Yep.
And if people get offended by it, don't watch it.
No, but as long as it's funny,
Yeah.
that's the key.
It's funny.
There's stuff that's like just plain offensive and derogatory,
funny.
whatever. But you can hear some comedians say the N word, white comedians, whatever, like back in the day, and it's like hilarious. And their delivery is great, and they get away with it, and they nailed it. But then there's a way of saying it where it's completely. It just has to genuinely be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the key to it all.
But yeah, they're not going to say that.
But what I don't get is these people that complain about comedians or they go to comedy shows and complain there. Why are you at a comedy show
why
if
go?
you get
Yeah.
offended?
If you know you're going to get offended, why go?
Exactly.
But that's what I
That's the
get.
first place you're going to go to get offended.
But it's the same with on social media. If Russo, whatever you post that offended me, okay, unfollow me.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't want to see what's happening in the fucking rugby, so I don't follow any rugby pages.
Exactly.
Like it's just simple.
People just have sad
filter
lives
what you want
and
to
they wanna-
filter and
What do
see
you think
what
about Adam Goods rejecting his Hall of Fame?
that. What happened? I saw a thumbnail.
So he was unanimously.
I saw a Hall of Fame
Nominated.
snub, and I thought that meant that he got snubbed from it.
No,
And
no,
he said
no,
no.
he
He
said no.
snubbed the
Do you
Hall
know what I
of
say
Fame.
to that? Boo. Not
Here's the thing that people forget, right? And this is where I think this is getting lost to translation. Yes, at the start, I think there were definitely people being racist and just booing him because he was an Aboriginal. I think there
I'm
was.
the opposite. I think it was
As it went on,
At the
people
start, it
thought-
was booing because they didn't like him, but now they didn't become racist.
Yeah,
Well,
I
I hope
thought
not.
then when he kept going on and carrying on about things, which he had every right to, because someone did say something really racist to him. People started booing
There's a
because they
10-year-old
turned-
girl that said it to him.
Yeah, but okay.
Yeah, that's one instant. Like for me, clearly, like the AFL apologised, like said they didn't do it well. So obviously there was parts where he had every right to feel
absolutely
bad about it.
Absolutely.
But I remember I was at the 2014 grand final when really the booing started. Hawthorn was playing Sydney. And the booing didn't feel like it was like racist. It felt like we just didn't like him as a player.
Exactly.
Like I don't boo because like who the fuck goes to
That's
a game
exactly
and
what I was
goes
about to say.
boo Like, I don't want to do that. That's so just
Dumb.
fucking dumb. But you know, if some people chose to do it, it felt like they were just booing it because they didn't like Adam Goods.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree
And then
with
all
that.
of a sudden got turned
Like
into
they-
a racism
Like
thing.
they booed Lance Franklin. Like they booed
Absolutely.
Gary Ablett was getting booed by Hawthorn fans, like in the last couple of years of his career. They just didn't like
booed.
him.
Like, lots of players.
That's
people
what-
get
that's
booed.
what
you
I
don't get
really
booed
find.
because you're Aboriginal. You're getting booed because you're a flog.
Yeah.
Simple.
But-
then
Yeah.
because you are Aboriginal, you can play that card, which is bullshit. Players have been getting booed for fucking years.
I do agree with him in this instance. When the booing started, well, it's one thing to boo him and then it stops. It got more.
Yeah.
So I think like
The
these
idiots,
numbskulls
the real idiots took it out.
who have a racial bias
Yes.
then took it to race.
Absolutely.
yeah.
And there was obviously no need for that anyway, because Goodsy was a fabulous player, 2-time Brownlow medalist. But
Yeah, fuck.
I think
Very good
He-
player.
When he retired, he was the Indigenous Games record holder,
Mate, he's one of the top.
2-time Brownlow medalist, 2-time Premiership player.
Yeah,
Like
he's
all
top
Australian
20 of
number
our
of-
generation.
I just think you should
But
let
he's-
people actually celebrate.
I
it.
would have remembered him as an absolute champion, but the way it
Look,
ended and the way he ended,
we
I know I
can't
just
tell
looking
him to
flog.
accept his Hall of Fame, but could have possibly have used it as a platform.
Yeah,
You know, take the Hall of Fame, but say we need to do this thing.
Higher
Use it.
ground,
Like
you-
he
yeah.
used the Australian of the Year award that he got.
so what? From now on, he's just going to forever snub the AFL.
No, I think,
think-
he eventually will come
I
around.
think that's sad for him because he was such a great player, and
Yeah,
you're only
that's-
hurting yourself.
Yeah, he was legitimately like I didn't have any issue with him until the last couple of years of his career, and that was mainly because he kept faking for free kicks. I didn't like that about him. And I
flopped a little
I
bit, the
thought he
old
was a
head
bit
throwback.
soft as a player. Like I don't like soft.
And he was,
players.
wasn't he like, he was a massive bloke, isn't
Yeah, but he was just soft. Like he would just throw his arms back. He wouldn't tackle. Like, he was a good footballer. But just that's what I didn't like about him. But I didn't boo him. So whatever.
All right, guys. Well,
Oh, the boys
the boys are here. This second part of the episode is the PCR special. We're leading into. We got the notorious Nigel Groves,
I can't wait to talk
corner
to Nigel England.
red man coach, whatever you
Come
want
on
to call
in,
him.
lads.
And then you've got Glenn, the $6 million man, Austin in the blue corner with myself. PCR is this weekend on I think it's the 12th. It is the 12th of June. It's going to be live streamed across Facebook. So go to the event page. You'll find the link if you didn't get a ticket. It's a sold out event. We got 1,200 people, the biggest one ever. It's going to be huge, guys. So stay tuned.
Go to the
And
red team.
Go Blues.
Go the Blues.
All right, we're here with Mr. Glenn Austin, the $6 million man, and the notorious Nigel Groves. We got the PCR show, guys. Also joined by Blue Team Damon and Red Team Russo, as we see here.
We're nowhere near
Damon.
worth $6 million. So that's your net worth, right?
Yeah, it's net. It's
Yeah,
not.
no.
That's it. Yeah, pre GST.
Give the gym a plug. So what's the name of the gym again?
Anarchy Training Centre.
Anarchy Training Centre.
So it's been, what are we now, week 7?
Yeah.
So we're into week 7. We got Nigel on the show. We only had Glenn on the show last year, so thought we'd give the Red Team a bit more of a fair go.
And thanks for coming, Nigel. Anyway, take it easy. See you later, mate. Good to see you, and we'll see you next year.
That's all right.
Say
mate.
hi.
What was the score last year, mate?
Mate, mate, I'm a boxer. I can't remember what I had for breakfast this morning. I don't remember what the score was last year. It was ages ago, mate.
Quit living in the past. So, guys, how's it all been going? How has training camp been this time round? I know I've been in the Blues, but we want to hear from Nigel as well. How the Red Team going?
Yeah, red team are going amazing, mate. Are we going to pull
Turn
this
it
one
up.
up?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, there you go.
Yep. How's that?
That's he's better.
Yeah, speak like that.
All right, we're on. No, the red team are great. They're really professional. They've turned up to every training session. They want to work hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't complain. I really think we're going to go 14-0 this year.
Has anyone surprised you, Nigel?
All right, so
And you can name names because it's a
Okay.
positive surprise. Actually, we'll say
Okay,
only
yeah.
positive surprise, no
Look,
negative.
okay, no. This was a real positive. So, you guys have got Juddy, who, as we know, has trained at Anarchy Training
Nah,
Centre.
good story here. I like this.
Yeah, has trained at Anarchy Training Centre for years. We know how good she is. She's tough. I was really worried. I didn't know who I was going to get. This is Courtney Guard from West Coast Eagles. Also knew she was from West Coast Eagles, so she must be a winner.
Did you see him on the weekend, mate?
No,
I actually did.
shut up, Adam.
I was in the gentleman's club. Not that gentleman's club. That was after.
Oh yeah, I was too.
Come on, mate. This
So
is-
wait,
this is
before
for
we get
kids.
into that, give us a bit of background of what is the main event for this year's PCR.
So it's our first ever, or the first Australia's first ever all-female main event for white collar boxing. You could even say the world. I'll take a punt and say the world.
The world.
No, but for white collar boxing for females, it's always a male main event, and I just think it's a perfect time, with the quality and all the hashtags going around. I just think the timing's perfect for us to have I'm stoked to have a female main event, and couldn't be better a derby main event too.
So the winner will be crowned world champion.
Of the world,
White collar boxing main event, women's
Correct.
category.
welterweight.
And we got Courtney Guard from the West Coast Eagles, and Juddy is Kiara. What's the last name?
No, Courtney Guard.
Courtney Guard from the
Courtney
West Coast
Guard, yeah.
Eagles, and
Oh,
Juddy.
sorry,
Chiara
Cara
Antonio.
Antonio.
Kiara Antonio, who's the
Which one's
Fremantle
Juddy?
Dockers. Juddy,
Captain.
she's the
the
captain of the
Docker.
Freo Docker. Yep.
Inaugural
Which is
captain.
Kiara.
Cara.
Yeah,
Cara.
okay.
Kara.
Cara.
She's on a big mural in whatever the hell it is, in Optus Stadium.
Go again.
Muriel.
But she's massive. She's an absolute gun. So I'm excited to see that fight. I think it's going to be an amazing fight. So we got some questions for you boys that have come in from the loyal AGT fans. So we're going to run through a few of them. We're going to chuck some stuff out here. So there's a story going around, Nige, that you seem to get injured every part of your body in the lead up to your last fight. What happened there?
It wasn't my last fight. It was actually my first fight.
Your first fight, all right.
But Glenn tells this story better than I do, as he was my coach at the time.
Yep.
So I'll pass this one over to him.
Nigel, we're fighting MMA, and Nigel hurt his hand, so he couldn't box. So he said, all right, I'll wrestle every day.
Yep.
So he wrestled every day, hurt his back, can't wrestle no more, can't box no more, but I still want to fight. I'll just run. He ran for like 4 days straight, rolled his fucking ankle on a honky nut, right, on the road.
On a honky nut.
Can't run, right? Can't run, can't punch, can't wrestle, right? Can't kick, couldn't have kicked anyway. His life depended on
I
he
should be
couldn't
team
kick.
red.
And he's like,
This sounds very similar to Damon's story here.
and then I said, mate, have a couple of days off, right? And then he's like, not getting better, and I'm like, all right, swim. So he's swimming laps for 4 days, right? Swimming, and then a week to go. All right, I can throw a few punches. So we did a bit of sparring. Then my back's all right. Did a bit of wrestling, and he might have done one kind of interval session. Just like whatever he could do that day, he did. Whatever his body allowed him to do, he did. Didn't quit.
Yeah.
Got out there, beat a monster. It was sick, and I was like, I definitely would have pulled out of that fight, but Nigel's stubborn.
So Nigel, you didn't win that fight.
They did.
No,
he did.
You did.
The funny part of apart to the lead up to that story is you don't know who you're fighting until that day. Although I believe Glenn may have known, which is why he was so quiet in the car on the way up.
Where were you going?
So we were
Kingsway.
rocking up, sitting at Kingsway. I was like,
let me cut in. Sorry. So Andy Green, pro boxer, goes, oh, mate, met this guy, and he's like this big bad, dude, he's rolling with some crew and that.
Mm-hmm.
He's knocking guys out in the doors with one shot, and he's fighting in this tournament tomorrow. He's fighting a bloke named Nigel. And I was like sick in the guts. I'm like, really? He goes, yeah, man, this guy's really he's bad dude, right? And linked up with some dudes, and big monster. And I was like, and then Andy goes to me, don't act scared to Nigel, right? And then he goes, he's not much of a wrestler, so we should take him to the ground because he's a real good boxer. So I'm in the car, I'm cruising up, I'm trying to be cool. I'm like, hey, Nige, I reckon you should take this guy to the ground, And then Nigel's like, nah, I might bang with him for a while. And I was like, nah, take him to the ground, mate. Right? Trying to be cool and try not to show that I'm scared. And then when we walk in, you go from here.
all right. So I look across at this room, and I was like, Glenn, who am I fighting? And I'm trying to look around, and he goes, you're fighting that guy. I'm like, I'm trying to look past this mountain of a guy. I'm like, I can't see the guy. There's a massive dude in the way. He goes, That's the guy you find. I was like, what?
So what did you do? Did you choke him out?
I took him down. I armbarred him about 60 seconds.
Oh,
Game
wow.
over. And I
Fuck.
cranked it too.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And I cried in relief.
I cried. He cried. I was happy to be alive.
Yeah, that is very
How
good.
many MMA fights have you had?
I had 2 MMA fights while I was still chip-in and won them both.
Fuck that.
Would you ever do an MMA, Mill?
What about a white collar MMA used to against each other? Hey.
That'd
Before I
be
was
mate.
21, I would have.
If it was 21.
We
You just
did
reckon
first
you'd
Probably
do
fight.
did a few. I probably had a few.
We get injured walking into the ring.
You roll your ankle on a honky nut.
So, PCR, where are we at today and how did we sort of get here to the point where now it's probably the best white collar boxing event, let's say in Australia, but it's definitely in
the world.
Perth, in the world. In the world. How do we get here today
In the
where
universe.
we've got 2 elite athletes jumping in the ring, both females.
What?
Jumping, no. One idiot's in a Pat McAfee blue shirt, the other one's in a Chicago Bulls Jordan shirt.
Actually, boys, this is not a joke either, Millie and Maddie, who are watching from the sidelines.
We got the girls in here filming as well.
Our corner guy for the ring car girls pulled out today. We need a guy to open up the ropes for the ring car girls. You want to? Who's up? Who's up?
When is it?
The
June
12th, next weekend, next Saturday night. Come do it.
You're sitting in the best seat of the house. 2 chicks next to you. You got to open up the ropes for them.
Do it, Damon.
I'll get back to you. I'll get back
You have my details.
What, you worried about the knee? Just
I've got an MRI Thursday, so you know. Maybe.
so
Kiari's like, oh wait, coach, I'll do it.
I'll quit us in the corner. Bruce has just had his first child. How long ago now? About 6 months plus.
7 months ago.
7 months ago. So I think he's on daddy duty this next weekend.
Yeah,
He
parenting.
didn't ask you, he asked me.
Yeah.
Damon, you're up. I'm serious. There's free
Yeah,
ticket.
so I will get back to you.
That'd be
I
wicked.
feel like
Corner
there's
view.
something on, but I might be
Yeah,
alright.
that
Do I have
ticket
to wear
won't
a
last
suit?
long, mate.
Do I have to wear a suit?
I'd be
Who was doing it? More importantly.
Jake Lewis, you know, Snooky's mate, the blonde bloke.
yeah, did he pull out? Why?
Because he's gay.
Not that there's anything wrong with
Say
it.
that.
No, we're going to be politically correct. There's nothing wrong being gay, but
Fucking joke. But, I don't. Yeah, he double booked anyway.
Does Damon have to dress up?
Do I have to wear a suit?
Nah, bro, you just chill out, mate. Blue corner, all right? You just wear that.
yeah. Pat McAfee shirt.
Nah, but I know what you're like, man. You got some style. You would have mack it up anyway. I know
Yeah,
you.
and then
He'll put his own spin on it.
I got a sweet blue suit.
Yeah.
Sweet red suit.
Like Dumb and Dumber, you know when they.
the orange and the blue suit.
At the end of the night, people are going to be talking about him.
yeah.
I was going to propose to the boys that somehow we get AGT to do the commentary one night, and we'll take over. We'll replace Krabby because Krabby's a crab.
He's already replaced anyway.
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
Who's doing it now?
Dorsey.
Oh, Dawsey's doing it.
Yeah.
How much
Chris
do you-
Dawes.
How much do these
David
guys
Dawes.
get
David
paid?
Dawes.
That-
Sorry?
How much do these guys get paid?
I don't know.
About
You got to talk to the boss.
$43.80
All right.
for the
We'll
year.
do it for 40.
Okay. So Dawsey's doing it this year.
Yeah.
Because Krabby's got to run the night, obviously.
Yeah, he's helping out. Yeah.
Fair enough. So how do we get to here, boys? Because there's bigger and bigger things coming on later on in the year, but how do we get to where we got the 2 females headlining the event? How did that all come about?
Oh, look, we've built, we had Andrew Emily in the first ever event. We've had a good run. But Judy's a long-term supporter and member of Anarchy Training Centre, so she's always wanted to do it, and it's worked out well with the timing. The timing's a bit different this year.
Yep.
We started later, so...
For once, COVID did something right.
yeah. And then, so Jody put her hand up, and then we just were hunting a West Coast Eagle, so... And
Yeah, how did Courtney come about?
Krabby and Luke.
Oh, Krabby and Luke tracked her down. So,
Yeah.
so my brother did something right for once in his life.
For once. Yeah.
Tracked him down.
So now he's my favourite person.
His
in the family.
arsehole's trying to give away my job tonight because Luke came down to Anarchy for the first time ever and did a session.
He did
And then
3
Glenn's
minutes.
like,
I did 3 minutes.
Oh,
on
you
the
need to
line.
take his job as well. I was like, cheers, mate. Thanks.
It's
Appreciate that.
unfortunate for Chop. He's always been the little
The little.
inferior brother. Like,
Is this a height joke?
I've always been the small one. But no, guys. So that's obviously great. We love to see that happening. Female main event. I think they're going to be a great fight. I think that's for me is going to be up there for close to being fight of the night.
Oh, it'd be tough to beat.
It'd be tough to beat.
It really big. Which getting back to the end of my story, which we said has skipped over.
Anyway, how you been anyway, Chris? You good? You guys been alright? Or
That's showbiz, baby.
No matter what I thought I'd get down, I thought against Juddy, I was like, I'll work with it. Whatever I can do, I'll work with it.
Yeah.
And first session, she cracked the pads. I couldn't stop smiling. I was like, this girl can go.
Yeah.
We have got a fight on our hands. Like, this is going to be really competitive. What do you point at, Glenn?
So Juddy's the one that's been down there for a while.
Juddy's been down for a while. Courtney, I didn't think had boxed ever before, but she's obviously done a little bit of work through her footy training. Yeah, she can go. So this is going to be a great fight.
Much size difference between them, or are they pretty close?
Pretty similar. I think a couple of kilos difference here or there, and
Juddy's a little bit smaller.
but
Courtney's a bit obviously more. I think I'd say she's a bit taller.
fraction taller, but Juddy's probably a little bit more compact. I don't know.
Yeah.
They're very close, very similar. They all are.
Who you guys got for your personal? Obviously, no favouring here, but who you guys got for your fight of the night? Who you guys tipping? Boys, girls, whatever it may be.
it's you always get surprised. Sometimes you
Bar the main event because we think that's going to be a barn burner.
yeah, you're right. Well, I think Luke and Cody would be a ball terror.
Luke and Cody.
I'm going to go with Chino and Deshi.
Yeah, fucking
Chino
right.
and Deshi. So Chino and Deshi are probably the two heavyweights.
Yes. Yeah,
So they're
two
big
boys.
Big boys.
How much do they weigh?
Chino's only 5'1", but he's
How funny was that? So in the graphics, they had Chino's 5'1", he's 5'11". So everyone's been giving him
He's
shit.
5'1" in the heavyweight.
Everyone's been giving him shit the whole time.
we call him little fella now. We're
Yeah.
like
The real
mate,
big one of them, the real big.
Black-
guy.
Yeah, he's like
Dark fella.
solid bloke.
I think.
you're like we're like mate, you're fighting someone 11 inches taller than you. You're all heart, kid. You know.
Yeah, so that's my pick and fight.
Yeah.
I think it's gotta be
I
it.
agree. Yep. But you always get a curveball. You always get a surprise.
True.
Who is the surprise tonight? Who do you think's going to really?
Surprise of the night. Okay.
Because that's an interesting one.
I like it. That's a good question.
Well, it would be a surprise if we'd hauled it.
No, but like, who do you think?
Ruffy.
Who's your
Ruffy,
roughie?
Ruffy, all right.
You know, you might get like someone like Lou and Chloe just stand in front of each other and punch the shit out of each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just like a trade and you know maybe you know what,
Maybe like a Garnor Dean Crosney.
yeah. You know like I like Greg Mitchison and Andrew Calvert. You know, both
Yeah.
boys, big tickers, good chins. They're probably just going to stand in the pocket and just let them swing all night. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
Spud
mind-
Calvert's just going to keep coming forward. You know
And
that.
Greg just doesn't stop.
How many rounds? How many minutes each fight?
three 2-minute rounds, longest 6 minutes of your life.
It is. It is.
Things that, you know, you talk about time, it's all relative, you know. 6 minutes is quick for some things, very long for others.
We're going in the theory of relativity. I think we were boxing coaches. but
Move
anyway.
over, Nigel.
I got Jamie and Sean. I reckon that's going to be an absolute barn burner as well between those two.
Mate.
So Sean's a little
Yes.
pocket rocket of the thing. She's about 5'1", 5'2", and she's fighting Jamie, who's
Same
he's
height,
the blue
Gino.
team. Jamie is an absolute beast as well. She's just going to march forward, so it's going to be a great fight. Those two.
That's why we've got it number one.
Yeah.
we
So
gotta
that's the
kick it
first
off.
fight of the night.
First
Fuck,
fight.
that is going to be a
Yeah.
ripper.
You open up with
show.
a cracker like
Yeah.
that, like those two just beating the shit out of
How
it.
many
Yeah.
fights?
How many
14,
fights?
which is usually 13. And what we've often got is like a spare girl or a spare guy for an injury or whatever. However, it worked out this time, we ended up with an even number of guys and even number of girls. So we had to cut either 2 blokes or 2 girls. And it's like, all right, guys, we're all in this together. Am I supposed to fuck you 2 off? Or, you know, like everyone's like, no, let's
And how did we come up with that? I believe we were down at Fibber McGee's sitting there in a team meeting. Glenn and I going, who are we going to cut? We go, let's cut nobody.
Let's just have another fight.
What's an extra 6 minutes?
Let's put more stress on everybody during the night to run on time.
Fatty and Billy.
So how long have the guys been training?
26. Yeah, no. Well, you know what? We had to cut the red carpet out, you know, but, you know, I'm cool with that.
Yeah. How long have the guys been training in it?
It's 8 weeks, but we lost a week almost for COVID. Yeah.
Were you guys worried that it was going to get shut down again?
Mate, So I'm still holding my breath now.
Fuck, do you know there was another hotel quarantine case
Yes,
today?
I did hear that.
Jump rooms.
Yeah.
Huh?
Cruise, yeah.
No. COVID hotel came out at 5 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, I did hear
Pan
that.
Pacific.
Yep.
Right in the middle of the city. Perfect place to put it. Fuck yeah.
Fucking dumb, eh?
They're training for 7 weeks. Are there any like hilarious moments, any funny moments during the training, or is it dead
Good
serious
question.
the whole time?
It's a great one. There's been a ton of funny moments, but if you had to warn me about this question before, I
This is not on the list.
Has anything happened in the red team, Nige? Because obviously we've been split up now for a couple of weeks. Has anything, someone either, I don't know, copped a good one, forgot something?
Oh God. I'm just trying to think. We've had a few laughs here and there, but no, I can't.
nothing as funny. Nothing as funny as Dean Crozier falling down the stairs.
So last year, Dean Crozier was getting out of the ring of his fight, and he fucking missed a stair. And it's a decent way. It'd be like you're walking up to about like that height, about a metre off the floor, metre and a little bit. And he's just, don't ask me how he survived it.
Oh mate, I thought he snapped his leg right because he went through the step, like through the step, right? Through the step, and he bent backwards over himself, right? And he just lost his fight, so he was filthy, right? So he's walking out with his fucking his bottom lip out, right?
Oh, and you think
he walks
you
out,
gotta do that.
goes through. He's hanging upside down with his leg like fucking like horrendous, right? And he looks up at me and he goes, "Can today get any worse?"
Dean is one of the funniest blokes you ever meet.
So how did Chop go sparring with Juddy?
Oh,
You mentioned
shit.
it last.
Nah, so like he's only cried twice. I thought it was quite brave of him. Nah,
Came with a black eye. Is that
I haven't had a black eye this time around, Adam. All right, enough.
no, Juddy. Look, I don't want to give too much away because Nigel's right there, but Juddy can only
Just
spar.
keep going. Like, pretend I'm not here.
Pretend I'm not here.
Juddy can only spar, Chop or Tommy Humble, the
So Tommy Humble's
yeah.
Damon size.
otherwise he fucking she breaks him. So yeah, and I love Courtney and I'm scared for her.
You can't hit what you can't see, mate.
We had to
We got
stop.
something for you.
We had to stop Juddy with the girls about 3 weeks ago because it was danger of someone getting injured. So
All right, so this podcast comes out after the fight, right?
week of the fight.
All right, Courtney, if you're listening,
Yeah.
please block your ears.
Block your ears.
Has there been any underhanded tactics from either team?
Whoa.
So, look, I don't want to name names here, but there's a bit of controversy during the week, maybe last week, some spying going on.
Yeah, Glenn seems to hang around the gym quite a bit. He thinks this is his gym. He just walks around.
Maddie does a dodgy job with the vacuum.
Oh,
Mate,
Maddie's in the room and
I
she's
am-
just ropeable right now.
I am OCD on cleaning.
You can come on the mic and defend this, Maddie, if you like.
I'm OCD on the cleaning.
He needs all the help he can get after going down 8-5 last year. I'll
Mate,
let him
Was it
hang around.
7-5?
No, this is what happened, right? I won 8 fights and I got robbed 8 times. Won 5 and I got
I
robbed
can't
8.
believe you're stealing my jokes again.
Oh, shit. So, guys, one question I wanted to ask Nige, because I've never had him on the podcast yet, was your street special. Now, I've been at the gym for 6 years. I have no idea where this actually come from, but you say it literally every fucking class and have cornered me and said, given the street special, I'm just like, where the fuck has this thing come from?
What is
All
the
right.
street special?
So
All right.
give us a rundown,
The
Nige.
street special is a left hook, straight right. So leading left into a straight right. And it's something that we came up with. But I'm going to have to give credit to the man sitting next to me. And I think enough time has passed now that he's not going to get arrested for this.
Just don't name the location.
Okay.
I watched this guy drop 4-5 guys with his same punch. In a
Wait a
row.
minute. Really?
Same night, same night.
Same,
hell.
yeah.
What, all at once? Or
all
just
at once. Like they
Wow.
come at him and I was just like, wow. Okay, so that's where we coined the phrase
Because you
street
slap him
special.
with the left hook, right? Imagine I'm slapping that, and you go to catch it, and it gives you that channel. So I go whop boom, right? So you like touch boom, right? So yeah, if you walk up and just go bang, they see it coming. But you slap him here, your right arm comes out to catch it, whop boom. left hook, straight right.
So from
street
then on, we
special.
coined the phrase street special.
So you're speaking to two fellow bouncers as well. They used to bounce at Club.
Loosely.
Yeah, I was about to say, I used to call that the Club Bay View. That's what we used to call that.
Yeah. No, so
that a kebab?
So there was me, Nigel, Spags, Andy Green, like solid lineup, and we just seemed to notice that the same combo kept working, so we just kept doing it.
So this is back in the day when you
So
could get
I
away with this a lot more.
I just want to touch on that. So, Glenn, look, you're a professional boxer. You've hit people for a living. Ignoring the professional element, you're outside. You're in that adrenaline rush. I'm guessing it's a bar or a pub.
Yeah.
Yep. You're outside the bar and you drop 4 guys. How do you feel after that? Do you feel like, oh, just wait?
Big dick energy, man. That's how you feel after that.
Do you is your first reaction going, how good am I?
Okay,
Second reaction, better run with it.
no, like, yeah, so like for me, I'm not nasty. I don't want to hurt him, but I just want to know I'm better. So I'm like, what's up now, champ? Right? So it's like, it is big dick energy. It's like, I don't want this poor bastard to go to hospital. I don't want his jaw breaking, but I just want him to know I won. So I'm like, what's going on now, fuckhead? Right? And then, yeah, that's cool. And then I'm worried about the cops.
Now, rightfully so, they probably all deserved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but you know what it's like, man. I remember this high school bully, right? I went to school, he's a prick, right?
Yeah.
Are we talking about Luke Pember?
Yeah, no. I'll get back to that, right? But I love that. No, this arsehole, right? And he was like flogging people all the time. Then one time he got flogged. He ends up in the fucking newspaper going, oh, usually on the weekend, I like bathe the elderly and like donate to charity. Like, come on, like, so
Yeah.
it's like, you these arseholes are arseholes 24/7. You lay them out, and then they're like, "Oh, usually I'm at my nana's house this weekend." No, you're not. You're a prick. So
Yeah.
yeah. But back to the Luke Pember story. He's one of our boxers that are fighting
Blue team.
this year. He's a good mate of mine, but he flogged me in year 6, and I enjoyed sparring him the last couple of weeks. And he flogged me over a girl, and then I beat him up and I tagged the girl in the video.
That's fucking great. How do you think Lukey's going to go? Because he's one of, I guess, he's old. He's about your age, but you wouldn't say you're old. But
Who's younger between you two?
Me and Nigel's older, yeah.
Nigel's older.
Yep.
Guess how old Nige is.
42.
Not bad.
How old?
43.
Fucking good Nick for 43.
How's the
Glenn, I
hair?
thought you were older, man.
Yeah,
Sorry, man. It's
Fuck
boxing.
you, all right? Yeah. mate. I grew up like in South Africa, right? Just kidding.
I know where you're going with that.
Where the fuck is that?
Grew up in the slums,
So where did you guys start training? Where did it all begin for you guys? Because we got another good mate of theirs. Mental blank. Owns Synergy.
Spags.
Brett Spagnolo. Absolute mate, you got to see the rig on this fucking prick. He's 40 as well.
an animal, mate.
Absolute Adonis. Still in great nick. He owns Synergy out in Canning Vale. Where did it all begin for you guys?
Gym, yeah.
Sorry?
Our sister gym.
Sister gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, so where it all began, me and Nigel boxed at West Side Boxing in Speward. Excuse me. And then we wrestled at Gracie Baha in Cannington with Spags.
Yeah.
And then we went to see girls.
And see you girls. The girls are leaving.
Peace out.
Our social media girls. They got enough footage. See you guys.
Call me. Then we went to FFC Fitness Fight Centre, Fight Centre in Northbridge, and then we went to Mac 1 in Scarborough.
And then Gotchi's.
Gotchi's in Fremantle, another jiu-jitsu school in Fremantle, and we've fought out of every single one of these gyms, right?
Yeah.
And then Synergy, then Anarchy, I think it was.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's probably about 7 gyms: jiu-jitsu, boxing, and MMA. One of the gyms, I won't name which one, but had a bikie clubhouse out the back, right? So you're like rolling.
That's the shit we want to hear here.
So you're rolling, right? You're rolling, and the boys walk through. They got cans of export in their hands. You're like, "Grr." And they're like, "How you going, boys?" You're like, "How you going, mate?" And they're like, "Keep pushing." I'm like, "Cheers to the advice. You got a fucking a beer in your hand." You know, and then then it got raided a couple of times. We had to fucking cut the training session. So our mate had his electrical van out the front, right?
Yeah.
Had all the stickers on the side and that, right? And the fucking place got raided. The fucking Channel 9's there. He's like trying to get the his van out of the way.
Oh, good. Get it off camera. So, boys, obviously we got the big night coming up next Saturday. Well, sorry, this Saturday coming. This Saturday coming.
Saturday week.
This Saturday coming. The night doesn't just end after the boxing. We've been renowned for having some massive hotel room parties at the Adina. What are some funny stories that have come out of that for you boys?
Oh, geez.
Can you tell them on air?
Yeah.
Nothing. As far as I'm concerned, nothing happened.
Because last year there was an incident in half the hotel. Half of us got kicked out of the hotel by the cops, which was the first.
I'm pretty sure that was the blue team.
Yeah.
Well, that was a pain in the ass because we had to do some negotiating to get the rooms back this year. So
Really? Were they that pissed off at it, considering we pack out the hotel?
I know, it's annoying, right? And then
Did you offer to clean up after everyone this year? Is it
No. And then I think Reece Robinson's head went through a door or a wall one time.
Oh, shit.
That was him in Hody.
Oh, yeah, right.
And then someone broke something. There's a few funny stories in that regard.
The fire alarm went off. I think the police
Yeah.
were called. Yeah, look.
So just a standard Saturday night.
Standard Saturday night at the Adina.
Who is the best on in the after party?
Ooh.
Reece Robinson's always up there. Look, I'm not a winner, but I'm getting a place.
Have a question for you, because last year was the first year I actually slept in the bed, because I've always had a hotel room there, but I've never actually slept in the bed. Generally, it comes to about 7 o'clock and then it's on to someone's house. Have you two slept in the bed every year?
Again, I'm not so to answer that question. And with who with? I'm not going to tell you that either.
He's like, shout out to Stacey, Tiffany,
Yeah.
Sarah.
Room 402 and 238.
You know where it's at, hey?
Courtney, Tessa, Brittany.
So
A little bit of Monica in my life.
Nige, can we surmise that you're a swinging bachelor?
I am a bachelor.
So what part of the night do you start ignoring the boxing and then start sort of targeting?
Fight two.
Oh, shit. So, Nige, who you got in your corner this year? Because the lovely Kyla is just had a kid and she's not involved in
No,
this
she
year's.
is, mate. She
she
come
is?
back. She's available on the night. So
Beautiful.
Yeah, we've got Kyla coming back. Got Reece Robbo with his special comments coming through. Pete Jenkins, who's a very skilled fighter of his own right.
He is.
We got some big teams. So I think we have 4 or 5 each this year. So
we
we've
got
support.
we got 6 team now. We've me and Kiari have got backing us up. We've got Cam Thompson, who's a stud. Danae. We've got Wes Kappa doing a corner each. He's got one of the boys in the red and in the blue.
Who's he got in our corner?
Juddy.
Oh, he's jumping in for Juddy.
And he's with Cato in the other corner, yeah.
So that's the fight. I'm jumping on the commentary for that fight.
Yeah.
So I'm going to liven it up a bit for the last fight of the night. Give it a bit of spice.
That's
I'm gonna take over the show.
Just push Dawsey coming to the
most
side.
popular part of last year's show was Chop's pronunciation of the names of each fighter.
That
right, I remember that.
was
That's
an
right.
absolute fucking shit show.
Are we doing that tonight?
No, because they wouldn't let me tonight because a lot of people got pissed off at that last year. So I'm sorry to everybody, but some of their fucking last names are...
Carrie, can I just ask you, can you say what? Can you repeat after me?
Yeah.
Kyla Maguire.
Kyla Maguire.
You say Carla. You've been saying Carla for 3 years.
Sorry, Kyla.
There you go, Kyla. I got it for you.
I like my... In case you haven't noticed, I like my way better. So
That's so good. That's fucking funny, but we had no, lost where I was going. Carry on.
You were.
So look, I've obviously lost at PCR. That's what Adam was sort of hinting at, how I went. I lost. I got back in. How would you say the depth of talent has been? Is it getting better? Are we running out? What are we seeing in this year's PCR?
The depth of talent is incredible. We've had Chiari lose a close one. to go to amateur boxing 6 weeks later and win easily. That's how good our talent pool is. You know, we've had Craig Medlin
Yep.
jump over amateur boxing, go to state.
I might add win a very close decision. His toughest fight was PCR.
He's
Medzi,
close.
yeah,
Medzi's
yeah, you
toughest
could
fight.
fucking say that,
It
eh?
was very, very close.
I guess it was the Melbourne dude.
Eugene.
Yeah.
Meds' closest fight, he's the state champ at WA right now. His closest fight was PCR.
It was, eh?
That's fucking great call.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got that.
So
And then we got guys like Kimbo, Blake Riley, who could easily fuck a fight pro.
So Blake was the guy that had the barn burner with Troy Galante last year in the main event.
Incredible
That was Blakey.
fight.
Absolute amazing
so
fight.
Impressive.
I think we're still looking to rerun that one.
That
we
Like,
can't.
going back.
We
There's got to
want
be a
to.
2.0.
No, we want to. We love to. We want to. But Galante's got an injury to his face. He won't fight again.
Oh, really? Shit, because he was so bloody tough in
mate,
that fight.
shit.
He was
I'm
amazing.
so
Such a
impressed.
chin on him.
I was so impressed.
Yeah.
I might have been there when that happened. I think that might have been an ascot.
When it happened was Mason's
Yeah, no,
Bucks fight.
so we don't need to do the cops listen. So you're obviously looking at two people who are significantly out of shape, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what I'm looking at here is two.
I'm looking at a main event.
My question on that
October.
is, if we were to, so I'm assuming that most of the fighters come down because they know they're fighting. They come down with some element of fitness. If we,
Not all
Damon and
not
I were just,
Not all of them.
Damon and I were just going to rock up. We do the 7-week program,
8 week.
8 week,
COVID's never going to happen again.
right?
Fuck
8-week
COVID.
program. Are you confident that you could get us ready to fight?
3 rounds.
Stop.
For
Okay,
3
stop. Right. Can you catch a ball? Are you coordinated or are you?
Yeah.
All right.
I
Yeah.
haven't caught one for a while, but yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
If I can get Richo to a win, I can get any one of you to a
I'm
win.
not worried about the boxing side of it. I'm worried about the fitness side of it.
So he used to train at Fazio's back in the day.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to Joe's.
1991.
Hey, I'm going to Joe's birthday this weekend.
Oh, Joe's birthday.
80th.
Wow, is he still ticket?
Yeah.
Good on Joe.
Ray's invited me to his birthday this weekend.
Give him my regards, will you?
Joe used to.
Nigel and Joe are best. Nigel and Joe are yelling at each other. Ray's watching us. Ray's like, fucking hell, Dad.
Why was he yelling at you?
Because it was obviously for.
Oh, talking about last year's.
main
Yeah.
event.
Fight.
Yeah. So he's Troy's cornerman, boys.
I'm his head coach, but I allowed Joe to come in and as he's been to do a little bit of coaching, and as I got in after round 1 and giving my advice to him, Joe proceeded to go off at me.
Really?
So he kind of hinted at me that I didn't know what I was talking about and what was I doing, and I sort of hinted, "This is my event, mate," and I was head coach. So yeah.
Did you do much with Galante, or was he training at
No, I did. No, I did a fair bit of work with Galante.
Yeah.
It was out of my good nature and good heart that I let Joe come into the ring, and he sort of wanted to take over. But that was interesting for the punters on the side that knew what was going on.
Shit, because we didn't see any of that. We were just too busy worrying about Blakey getting disqualified. So we were having a nightmare going, fucking hell, the main event, about to get DQ'd.
Because he couldn't make weight.
No, because when Troy got first, I don't know, have you boys watched the fight? I think you had.
That's right, yeah.
So Troy got dropped and then quickly got back up. And as he was getting back up, Blakey clocked him again and sent him back down, which you can't do. Obviously, you drop him, it's standing A count. So me and Glenn were in the corner going, oh, fuck, what's going to happen here? It's over.
I was like, fuck.
I had people behind me going, what's going on? I was like, it's fucking DQ. This is done.
It's over. Yeah, me and him
We were
were
just
like,
like,
what? Like, you dropped him. You're a mile in front. You've just dropped him. You're looking amazing. You've just dropped him. You're a golden here, right? And you hit him when he was down. I was like, well, not down. He was standing up. You know,
I'll step in here because on the night, obviously coming from the opposite corner, I was livid, absolutely livid. I looked across at Glenn across the ring. He held up 5 fingers, which means 5-minute recovery, which I agreed to. The referee, on the other hand, didn't see it this way and just gave him a standing 8 count. At the time, I was absolutely livid with the whole situation. But having gone back and watched the replay and speaking to the head of refereeing and Mark Simpson and watched the replay and run it back, he was actually correct.
He was.
That Troy was actually
Small
not a grounded opponent.
Technicalities.
He was on 2 feet.
So even because he got back up, they didn't classify as him being down.
It wasn't a foul.
No, he was
Right.
down. He was down. What
He bounced
what
back to
Simo
his
said is
feet.
He bounced back up to fight. So if Blake didn't hit him, Troy would have hit Blake.
Blake.
Yeah.
Which is probably what would have happened because
fucking
Troy
true,
was
mate.
looking.
Yeah,
okay.
absolutely. So look, the referee maybe should have got there quicker, but it all happened so quickly. But in hindsight and reviewing it all, it wasn't actually a foul, and that's coming from the guy who was coaching the guy that thought he was fouled.
Do you think he should have got 5 minutes to recover though?
I still wouldn't have minded getting 5 minutes to recover.
And
Yeah.
you know what?
But-
And me from the other corner, I would like to have seen Troy get 5 minutes anyway.
Yeah.
Just, like Blake just dropped him anyway, so he...
It's corporate boxing. They could have given him
5 minutes. Yeah.
So you guys obviously have a bet between you two to see who wins the most fights.
Yeah. What is the
Tell us
bet?
what the terms of the bet are.
It's usually a dance-off. Glenn still does
We got to
want
do something properly this year because every year it's been like someone's got to wear a dress at the next class or some shit like that. We want a proper bet,
agree with that.
and we want to announce it on AGT this week. What is the bet for this year for the losing head coach? Because I'm only assistant and I ain't participating in it.
Oh, my God.
Okay, it's the coaching teams.
Okay, shit.
Oh, wow.
Dress
yeah.
at the wind-up?
Sorry?
Dress to the wind-up.
Dress
Now,
at
the
the
wind-up's at
wind-up.
market grounds as well this
Is it
year.
Mark Grounds?
Dress at the wind-up. That's
dress.
fair.
A
That's
dress over the
Oh,
top of
wow.
whatever you wear is safe for the night.
All right.
And a wig.
All right, we're going to hear the losing team coach, head coach, will have to wear a dress.
And a wig.
And,
Yeah,
want a
I'll-
wig?
It's like,
I need a wig.
Did you shave your legs?
I need a wig.
And then either Rooster or I will wear a dress. on the show.
I'm like, I wear a
Yes.
wig. I wear a wig. Nigel's like, I refuse to wear a wig. I have beautiful hair.
we will coincide with you. Damon being the blue team, if we lose, we'll get him to wear a dress, which I'd love to say it's the first time he's worn a
Going
dress,
to
but
need
it's
a
not.
very full-figured woman to
I
lend
got
us a
some.
dress.
I got some.
I got some, yeah. Damon's worn plenty of
Okay.
dresses.
So you boys come to the party. That's sick. That's
Yeah,
sick,
we'll come. We'll make sure the boys will come down.
Can you do some stuff there, some interviewing or some shit?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll get on the mics and
Professionals,
I need to
Glenn.
get back to you. I'm sure they've got something on that night.
we don't even know when the wind up is.
Damon doesn't even know
I
it.
thought you meant that night.
No, the wind up at Market Grounds. We'll wear you guys will wear a dress.
No, Damon won't because we're going to win. The Blues are
Well,
going to win.
you guys are going to wear a dress.
Hey, you're fine. You're safe. This house is
Yeah.
I'm not worried. I got a red dress if you need it.
All right, it's on.
All right, guys. PCR is June 12th. Tune in on Facebook. It's going to be live streaming on that as well, guys. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you, Nigel, for popping in tonight, guys. We much appreciate it.
Thank you.
You've been listening to Any Give and Take. Follow the boys on Instagram and Twitter at Any Give and Take.
Good job, boys. Pretty good. Fuck that.